Attention, ladies and gentlemen.
It's time to embrace a youthful mindset and envision your future. Take the lead is in your walls.
Take the lead is in your walls.
This platform serves as a space for engagement designed to equip young people to become effective leaders. They are actively contributing, creatively engaged, and determined in various fields. And now, this is Take the Lead.
Warm greetings to you across the beautiful lands of West Africa. Another bright day has dawned, and that means you must take the lead. Indeed, your dynamic youth exchange program is back on West Africa Democracy Radio 94.9 FM. I am your host, Augustine Colley, and today we are plunging into a topic that touches our markets. Our kitchens, our farms, and our future, homegrown produce. And the big question we are tossing your way is this: are West African youth truly promoting homegrown produce? Are we supporting our young farmers? Are we choosing local flavors? Are we proud ambassadors of what our soil produces? Well, we want to hear from you, the heartbeat of the show, the young people. Join us live on 94.9 FM, and you can also catch us streaming on Facebook at the WADR English service and on YouTube at WADR. Jump into the conversation. Drop your comments, share your thoughts. Trust me, we will be reading them out loud and clear right here on the program. So stay tuned, stay courageous, and let's take the lead together. In 2016, the African Development Bank launched an interesting initiative. It is the Empowering Novel Agri-Business Lead Employment Youth Program. This initiative aims to create 300,000 agri-businesses and empower young entrepreneurs with essential skills and financing. This flagship program illustrates how strategic investments in youth-led enterprises can drive agricultural transformation across the continent, specifically West Africa, that is noted as the green region. In West Africa, there is an ongoing question about whether young people are prioritizing the purchase of locally produced goods from their peers. It is also important to examine the impact of youth buying local produce within their communities, counties, or countries. So to facilitate this, our featured guests are well prepared to provide the assistance.
Take the Lead is back in 2025 with a brand new format. Yes, your youth exchange space will now be broadcast live every Friday at 4:05 p.m. Universal Time. And that's not all. Dear internet users and WADR subscribers, you have the opportunity to experience the show live and direct on our online platforms on Facebook at WADR English Service and on YouTube at WADR. Take the Lead every Friday from 4:05 p.m. Universal Time and rebroadcast same day at 1 a.m. Universal Time. Also on every Tuesday, your youth program will be rebroadcast at 7:15 a.m. and 4:05 p.m. GMT. Take the lead and champion the discourse for the betterment of young people.
Well, that's the challenge. You have to take the lead, create a space so that young people can feel encouraged to also become better leaders like some of you are. So our guests are prettily seated. We have Fatimata Rasul Khan. And Fatimata is a student of Sheikh Anta Diop University here in Dakar. Aside from being a student, she's a CEO. Imagine that. And she is the CEO of African Style Shop. It's a privilege to have Fatimata with us again. How are you doing, Fatimata? And welcome to the program.
Thank you, Augustine. It is always a pleasure to be among you. Hi, everyone. Um, I am Fatima Tabinta Sukain. I'm a student from Shanjab University. In my master 2 degree, I'm the CEO of African Side Shop. As you said, I'm a hostess and translator interpreter. So it is always a pleasure to share this roundtable with you. Thank you.
Great. We also have Elaz Akobi. And Elaz is a student of political science at RSM, a school here in Dakar. But guess what? He is from Benin. How good it is to have a Beninins in the house this afternoon. How are you doing, Elaz?
I'm fine, thank you. I'm very happy.
Please
to
get
be here.
closer to the microphone.
I'm sorry.
Okay, so how is Senegal treating you?
Senegal is great. There's plenty of opportunities. I think the youth especially is very active here, like in a lot of African countries. And yeah, Senegal is very welcoming.
Like how long you've been here, if I may ask?
I've been here
For
a while.
a time now.
Yeah.
That's great. Well, you are gradually becoming a Senegalese. I wouldn't want to say that. But we have Kazika Sey. And Sey is a youth activist and president of a Story Forum in Monrovia, Liberia. But he's right here in Senegal. How are you doing, Kazika? And happy birthday.
Thank you so much, Augustine Biocodi. Thank you to the media team, and thank you for the opportunity.
How does it feel like on your birthday you are in the studio?
It's great because we are called to do our detail to provide information to the public. That is our activism. So we have to continue to do that.
All right. And Celia Beatrice Hodges is also with us this afternoon. She is a public health professional and a climate activist, all the way there from Sierra Leone. Celia, how are you doing?
I'm okay, Augustine. Thank you for having me. How are you?
I'm great. Are you right now positioned in Freetown or outside the capital?
I'm actually in Freetown right now.
All right, great. How is Freetown?
Not bad. Not bad.
Great. All right, too many things happening. And not just to forget, we also have a birthday in a house today. It's our own West Africa Democracy Radio, and he's Alpha Abubakar. So you just didn't meet Alpha Abubakar, your birthday mate, before coming in the studio. But trust me, Kazike, after the program, the both of you, we have to sing some birthday songs for you guys. So yes, these are our interesting guests so far on the show today. We will now get into the program, beginning with our own understanding. We would love to know how you really describe the local produce. How would you term the local produce from your home country, from your community, from your village? What can you say about local products in West Africa, Fatimata?
Well, thank you, Augustine. That is a relevant topic. So, as by myself, I'm the CEO of African Side Shop. So, I'm promoting my products, thanks to social media, we have the opportunity to show to the world what we are selling, what we are producing. That is very important because it is a way of advertising what we have. And thanks to the advertisement, we have some feedback that are testimonials. And we will make a kind of, we will build a trust between our target community and us ourselves. So thanks to the trust that we build between the target community and I, we are having a wider community. So thanks to social media, we are showing our products and also having quality. Okay. To have quality in what you're selling is very important. When you have quality, you have community. And to dare innovating. And what is so important to underline is the government. We need the help of the government for the policies to have some limit from Westerners' production or Westerner products. And from that policies, we will make the value on our products and local productions.
All right. Interesting. Let's hear from you, Ilas. Talking about local produce, what's so important to discuss the products or the produce that we consume locally?
Well, I do believe local produce is very important, consuming it, growing it. No country has ever developed from importing foods. So if we want to develop our beautiful countries in Africa, we need to at least eat what we grow. And right now, I mean, it is happening, but it's still marginal, and there's plenty of improvements we could make in that regard. Like, for example, rice. A lot in Senegal here, a lot of the rice is imported, and like Fatimata said, it's for a lot of people it's a problem of quality, because usually Western or in Chinese or these products have better supply chains, and they can make better quality products for less. And that means the consumer will always go, if there's quality and it's even cheaper, they'll always go there. But we cannot develop our countries like that, so we need entrepreneurs, maybe young entrepreneurs like yourself, to come into the market and basically propose something to the consumer that they can take. I mean, the other thing is, yes, quality products, but there also needs to be patriotism from the consumers to value local products and to put it in the forefront. And I think youth has a big part to play in that.
Okay. For you, Kazuki, what do we mean by local produce? What are the local produce? I know you consume some AVMA regularly or not, but would you mind reminding us of some of the local produce that you know about?
Yeah, I know about a lot of local produce. Like you rightly said, I consume some, and I'm so happy to be an African. You know, our produce, like the peanuts, like the palm oil, like the beta boy, like the okra, even the rice. Those are local produce we produce in Africa, or those are local products that we need to, develop, cultivating them so that we can grow more food for ourselves in Africa. The rice is our major, commodity in Africa, in every part of Africa, but it is so unfortunate that we don't produce enough rice for ourselves. So every time we want to eat rice, we have to import rice from China, from other parts of Asia, like India, and some are also sending rice from the United States of America. So local produce are also, making us to identify with our culture, because those are foods our parents grew up eating. At the time, they didn't have opportunity to get food from across the ocean. So we have to give, more time to it, and ask our leaders, our government, and all those that are involved with farming to produce more products or to produce more farming work so that we can have our local products. Like, for instance, in Liberia, one of our ex-president, President William Aratobo, he tried to bring Liberians to get used to their own produce. And the Liberians were kind of used to the American pineapple rice, the rice we call in Liberia pusawa. So can you imagine? So that led to our civil crisis. And what he did, the strategy he tried to play was to increase the price of the pusawa rice, which is the American pineapple rice, and get the Liberian people used to their own produce, which was the Liberian rice that they were producing. And at that time, the Liberians were not used to their own rice. They were used to the American rice. So that brought race riot. If you hear about the race riot in Liberia.
1979?
1979. So it's very important. That's one of the key reasons that brought the Liberian civil crisis, because our president had a mindset to produce our own products so that we can be able to eat what we grow. Okay. Because it gave us identity, or it identifies us with our culture.
Great. What's about you, Celia? What do you eat in Sierra Leone? What are the young people purchasing mostly in Sierra Leone when it comes to produce? Are you getting us, Celia?
We tend to eat. Yes, but my network. I think my network is the issue. So I don't know. Are you getting me?
Yes, you are live.
Okay. So we tend to eat more of cassava leaf, potato leaf, the cassava itself, the yam, cocoa, and few other stuffs.
I know
Yes.
that one would say that the yam is heavy. I don't know much about the cocoa though. I heard you talk about cassava leaves, of course. But then, are young people really purchasing these produce? And if they are, to what extent are they prioritizing it in Sierra Leone?
Well, yes, we are purchasing it, but then again, what we lack is the branding, because people have this perspective that international foods are more better than our local foods. So you see people investing in more spaghettis, doing the English stuff instead of eating our local foods.
Now we will come more to that. But what do you think would be the factor? What is driving them to such priority?
Okay, for Sierra Leone, I can tell you is a lack of youth-led organizations, agricultural organizations, and the financing, because there are people that literally has the idea, people that want to involve in it, but then again, when it comes to the financing, people lack funds. And when it comes to chain supply as well, the chain supply system, because now let's say, for instance, I do agriculture, I study agriculture, and after my studies, I want to start something related in my field of work or my field of study, but I lack the fund and the proper food chain. So it's something that is really affecting us, because we believe in, I tend to eat food that is from another country instead of Sierra Leone, because we just believe things from Sierra Leone are not just good, they're not processed well, and which is the wrong perspective.
Okay. Right.
Yes.
We'll get back to you. Let's come to Fatimata. No, before we come to maybe clothing or other products, which of course you will explain more because you are into that. But here in Senegal, tell us more. What really do you eat? Is it a cheb? Is it the chebujen, or what else do you eat? Really?
Oh, we have so many opportunities to eat meals. We have mafe, supukanja, we have chebujen, we have nyiribuna. We have so many places here. So many, it is really organized.
Are the young people really purchasing those?
Yeah,
produce?
yeah, because we have some food street, and people used to go there instead of using the restaurant, the Westerners restaurant. They prefer using the street food or the local food, and it is always chep, mafe, supukanja, damada, and others. So I want to go forward, but
you know more of them. But what do you think is driving them to purchasing more local foods along roadside or maybe marketplaces?
Yeah, as I used to say, we have to. The woman who was
Celia.
She said something that is very important to highlight. It is the fact of deconstructing this old mindset that is what is coming from Westerners is better than what is produced here in our local country. So we have also bisap. Bui.
Bisap.
Yeah, it is also local juice.
Yeah, local juice.
That will
with
go
different colors. Some green.
Yeah.
Green,
red,
and yellow.
Yes.
Wow.
You used to consume it, so it is very tasty, and it helps you with your wealth. With your health, sorry.
I think the bisap is not bad.
Yeah.
Even my colleagues here at the office can attest to that. But let's come to you, Kaziki. I know you tried to give some historical facts about your country, but among the young people, how would you say, are they really consuming local products? this time, since that situation happened in Liberia? Are the young people now consuming local products, and whether the local products you think they are really purchasing, if not even consuming it, but if they are prioritizing it in terms of maybe the clothes that they wear, the shoes that they wear, and probably not just food?
Yes, I would say yes. The young people are they are giving time and attention to the local produce, like some of the food. But when it comes to clothing, I would say no. But the food, most of the young people, they like to eat the banana, the peanut, like cucumber. Even for the rice, it's still a kind of challenging situation. You don't see the local rice in the Liberian market just like that. People are still eating the Indian pineapple rice, the rice from China and other places. So for other produce, they are kind of eating it and they are used to them. But for the rice, I would say it's still challenging. I don't usually see Liberians, purchasing their own produce, the rice. It's very difficult. You don't see our rice in the market. It's scarce, though the government is doing every effort to start to produce more rice, get the Liberian people used so their own produce the rice. Even the talk about the clothing, myself I have a country club. I only have one, but you don't see many young people, having interest.
What's the factor responsible for that?
I would say that it's due to ignorance or lack of education. We don't value our culture, so we think that wearing the Western or the American clothing, the pants, coat suit, the fashion clothes from China, it makes you to look like a b-boy. It gives you some level
look
of
like a b-boy.
Yeah.
And what do you mean?
That is, it's like usually people think when you wear those kind of clothes, you are more open. You are, we'll say b-boy, we're talking about. You are on top of things. You are not the kind of native person.
Okay.
So if you go about wearing African clothes, then you are kind of native, or maybe you came from the interior or something like that.
Oh, okay.
That's what I'm trying to say.
The Leeward counties or local areas. But let's hear from you, Elias. What are those good clothing that you have in Benin? In terms of the style, whether it is the belt or the shoes, the sneakers, or the clothes, in terms of what you have as local products that people can really look at and say, yeah, it's valuable, and indeed we need to prioritize our own.
So in Benin especially, the textile industry is relatively thriving. We have this special kind of tissue which is called wax. Well, it's not from Benin, but it's very used among the women and even the men. And you'll see people with these traditional style clothing, and it's very colorful. You'll notice it right away if you see it. It's very colorful. And in Benin, a lot of people wear that. So it's my mom, my dad, everyone really likes to wear those. And it's not just the Friday, maybe like you see here in Senegal. It's every day. People will even go to work wearing that. So in terms of clothing, I think Benin may be doing the right thing. Even in terms of food, there's a lot of like yam and other stuff.
I know the thing about beans, eating beans with
akra.
Okay. You say, how do they call it again?
Akra.
The beans or what?
It's like it's beans and
it's not a millet.
It's millet, and they make it in some kind of beignet. I'm sorry. It's
that's the name.
And it's. We have some at home. So.
But which one you love most?
Like in terms of food? From
Benin?
Yam. I would have to say yam with sauce feuille. It's a leaf sauce, and it's very, very good. I recommend anyone. Also acheke, which we stole from the Ivorians. So.
Oh, that's great. Acheke, and I see Fatimata smile. Do you love acheke?
Yeah.
Do you prioritize a check?
Yeah, with fish, a local,
Wow.
and the sauce. Yeah.
All right. Let's hear from you, Celia. What impact would it have if young people really prioritize local produce? How would they really impact their local economy?
It will help us greatly because now with the local food, it tends to be cheaper than the one that we import. Yeah. Now, people don't know that, but it tends to bring more income into the country than us investing more money to import. Because now, if we produce our local foods and sell it within the country, it tends to have more value within the country. And it will come a time wherein the import foods or the imported foods won't carry that kind of weight compared to our own foods. But then again, like I said, the perspective about us doing everything local, they take it as you're not you're not educated. There was a time, there was a time I and my late dad, we used to make gari with this eba thing instead of going out and buy fufu. So my mom was like, why can't you just allow the cassava to rot and you can like make it the normal way how we make fufu? But because the perspective about allowing that cassava to ferment, it's like you saying, okay, I'm going to eat a rotten food. So it's just about the perspective.
Okay.
So the impact, it will help increase in our finances. But then again, most people lack that idea. We just believe in importing for our own good, not knowing it will decrease in our finances. But if we believe in investing in our own local products, then it will increase in our finances as well.
Great. Before we take a break, let's come to Fatimata. Tell us more about the African Style Shop. What do you really do? What do you produce? Is it an African or locally made company or factory that you're dreaming about?
So, I'm a woman who loves her country.
Okay.
That's why I named my company African Style Shop, for selling African items. And I'm going into the market. I choose tissue, as he said, wax, and as a kind of tissue that I will give to my tailor. And I will find some style according to the desire or the choice of my customers. It might be women or men. And I'm the first one who read that. And if it attracts people, they will ask, where did you get that? And I will say, it is me who is the producer or the seller. And from that, I'm selling also curries, that is Africa. Choose, that is padam. Padam is polar, that means choose. And choose.
Okay, choose.
It is padam.
Padam.
Padam, it is polar. That means my choose. And this, it is a local name, right?
Okay.
It is a polar name, Fuller. Okay. And from that Padam, people also are attracted by the name. What does mean Padam? And that's why African Style Shop is here for the youth, African young people, and for the youth who are really interested to buy some African items. And usually it is Westerners who used to buy my my products. Yes, whenever they are here, I feel my market is working. But whenever they leave, so nobody is buying. Only African who has a mindset, the Westerners mindset. Yes.
But then even the Westerners, are they mostly young people, or the older people who prioritize your goods?
Yeah, they prioritize it and they wear it also.
Is it mostly older people or the young people?
The older and young, both of them.
Okay.
Yeah, and also the fan. fan? We are selling fan with the tissue, yeah.
Okay.
With the tissue. During any time, wedding, like name, baptism, people are coming and they are ordering. So I also selling jewelry Everything that is related to Africa, because I love my country.
Great, Fatimata. We've so far listened to the respective perspectives of our guests here on the 46th edition of Take the Lead, your youth exchange platform, the premier one on West Africa, Democracy Radio, broadcasting all the way from Dakar, Senegal, in the year 2025. In addition to the information they are providing, let's listen to more insights in this report by our Lomé correspondent, Sylvie Ouedraogo, voiced by Abdullahi Hassan.
In his workshop in Lomé, Ismail Tanko carefully stirs a large pot of red tomatoes. The aroma is both familiar and comforting. In front of him are bottles labeled Tanko Timati. This young entrepreneur is one of the faces of local consumers in Togo. His inspiration came from a problem with preserving tomatoes after harvesting.
After harvesting, people were saying they were losing their tomatoes. That's when I started thinking, wondering how to preserve tomatoes after harvesting. So I started searching, and little by little, I discovered a preservation method that allowed us to produce so much automatically without adding, for example, chemical preservatives, unlike what's available on the market. We've now managed to preserve this product for 2 years.
Like him, Marie-Claude Laomejinoji, founder of the Maison Épicière brand, also works in the agri-food sector. She produces natural spices without additives.
I wanted to offer natural blends made with local ingredients. The reason is to bring back the true taste. Every spice is grounded and blended in 10 different quantities. It's all natural.
From Lomé, we head to Palimi, northwest of the capital. Amy Abratenu Lawani, an entrepreneur and daughter of a soap maker, has chosen to reconnect with traditional know-how to manufacture cosmetic products.
I sell clogs, I produce them, I manage all the raw materials, and I manufacture them. When I finish manufacturing, I release them. I have distributors who buy them in bulk from me and then resell them. We also have our own shops.
While young Togolese entrepreneurs are revitalizing local production, the support of public authorities and development partners remains crucial. Adam Baita speaks.
To promote Made in Togo, the government must first create an environment conducive to local investment by simplifying administrative procedures, reduce business startup costs, and offering tax incentives for local processing. The state must invest in industrial zones. Some technical and financial partners have a supporting role. They should help finance innovative projects, support training, encourage digitization, and assist young entrepreneurs in accessing regional markets, particularly within the framework of Asylum 4.
The path to a strong Made in Togo sector is not without its obstacles. Limited access to financing, competition from imported products, and the need to raise consumer awareness. Despite this, the ingenuity and resilience of entrepreneurs are gradually building an ecosystem that supports local consumption.
All right, what a nice report from our Lomé correspondent, Sylvie Ouedraogo, voiced by Abdullahi Hassan. Welcome back to Take the Lead, your youth exchange platform that features the views of young people from across the sub-region and beyond. We are streaming live on YouTube at WADR, on Facebook, WADR English Service, and worldwide at WADR.org. Let's quickly recognize our partner radio stations that often rebroadcast this program. Beginning with Nigeria, we have Darling FM in Nigeria. We also have Nenzit FM in Kaduna State, as well as Love FM in Abuja. Crossing over to Liberia, we have Alternative Youth Radio in Lofa County. We have DCN Radio in Riverside County. We have Kwatika Radio in Bangabong County and Radio Bombing in Bombing County. In Sierra Leone, we have African Young Voices in Freetown. We have Radio Bav, Mal 91.3. We have the Hands of Hope in Freetown, as well as Eastern Radio in Kono District. Crossing over to Ghana, we have Radio Path in the Savannah region, as well as Royals FM all the way there. Now, in neighboring Banjul, the Gambia, we have Numi FM as well as Radio Veritas. Now, when you are in those countries, just know that you will listen to a rebroadcast of this program, which is always on via airwaves. So welcome back to Take the Lead right here. At this moment, let's focus on how can young people prioritize locally made produce. But before then, let's ask this question to our guests. How do you envision the future of Made in Africa 10 years from now, or even 5 years from now? And with that, we begin with you, Kazikia. How do you envision the future of Africa when it comes to Made in Africa products?
What I believe is that in the future, we hope that African will, regain their status, will regain their value, so that they can be able to turn to their own, locally produced commodities, be it food, be it clothing, or whatsoever. That gives us a kind of, identification as Africans. So we hope that Africans, as well as the young ones, will be able to give our attention to our own produce, to our own African made. We should be proud, eating our own produce, what kind of food it is in any country for that matter. I've been able to travel to a few African countries. I've seen some of these countries, they have their own local produce food that they are used to. So we hope that we from the other side that have not gotten used to it will make our effort. And in the future, we hope that our government will also make effort to start producing more African, produce in any kind. And those are into investment, that the business people, our agriculture, they should be able to invest in African produce, whether it is food, it is clothing material, or whatsoever. And it's not just, when we talk about African produce, it should not just be about food, like our culture, our local languages. It's also African produce, because that gives you the courage to even wear something that will identify you that you are from XYZ country or XYZ tribe in that country.
Okay. Now, to you, Elias, we are living in a digital world right now, the social media. I'm concerned about how can the social media also help in promoting local produce. How can the young people use the social media in promoting the locally made products?
So first of all, I'd like to comment on what he said.
Yeah,
Kazikia. Maybe I'm a little more pessimistic when it comes to the future, because the problems are so structural, they're so deep, and at least there are signs of improvement, but I don't see it changing much in 5 or 10 years. I think it would take longer.
Longer. Now, what do you think are the factors taking longer?
Yeah, because the government needs to get involved. Like the young people. Here in Senegal, there's a lot of unemployment. It's not because the people don't want to work. It's when you want to start a company, you want to start a business, you need credit. And for credit, you need to have collaterals. But these people just started, they don't have collaterals. So it's really hard for people to start making business in local, made in Africa.
Great. Well, we'll come back to you for your recommendations. Let's hear from Celia. Celia, where do you hope to see made in Africa products 5 or 10 years from now?
Okay, so as me, I envision an Africa where our shelves, our wardrobes, our homes, even to technological things and products be labeled as made in Africa. We'll not just say made in Africa with fear, but with pride and joy that, yeah, Africans can literally make their own things now. We believe in ourselves because it will bring that standard, that good standard we are in. When you see Africa clothing, you'll be like, wow, I prefer this over this yet. Because now with the perspective that we have, that imported things are more better than our local made in Africa things. That's one perspective that we need to kill first. And after that, the whole made in Africa will be carried with pride and joy. I just believe we can achieve it. If only we come together. Because we as Africans, we tend to be divided when it comes to our perspectives. Because I want to say something and I want you to stand by it. But then again, I might be wrong. But Africans, we hate to be told that we are wrong totally. So I think with one mindset, I envision an Africa we are in 10, 15 years from now, our wardrobes, our shelves, our kitchens will be filled with our local products. That's just what I believe.
Okay, great. But then looking at the use of the social media and current day realities, how can we maximize the potential of the social media to also promote our local produce?
Now, in fact, with the social media, for me, it's the fastest means of communication or advertising. Because you can literally go on YouTube or TikTok to be specific, and I always tend to give this example, yeah? There is the woman in my compound that sells gari by cups. And there is a woman that sells the same gari, but put it in a packet, well labeled and well branded, just indicating few letters on top of the plastic. And the one in my area probably might be selling it for just 2 leons per cup. While the one in the packets, because it is well branded, it'll be 10 leons. And if you look at it, there's an 8 leon difference. But then again, it's the same product. So for me, it depends on how you customize and package your work. So with the social media, it tends to expose more of local products if only we know how to package and sell ourselves.
Okay. Now, finally, what are your recommendations before we take leave of you?
Come again?
What are your recommendations, quickly?
Oh, okay. I recommend the government to invest more in agriculture-based products and focus on youth-led organizations that are focused on promoting our local brands. That's just what I recommend.
Thank you so much, Celia, for being with us today. We hope to have you on the show another time. Thanks so kindly.
You're welcome.
All right, coming back here in studio, Fatimata, I know you want to roll debate about the social media impact on promoting our local produce. You can say that, and then what are your recommendations?
Oh, I have many of them, but I will just name some of them.
Go ahead.
We have to get involved, the influencers, on our local influencers, to promote our African products. We have on TikTok or Instagram so many influencers that can do that because people are listening to them and they are following them. So it is a way of doing the advertisement. And also, I think already Celia,
yes,
she already mentioned it, that is to break this old mindset and to also, before you come to me, I already got this in my, it just flew. What else? It is also our local music.
You talk about local music.
Our local music, our culture. It is important. Whenever you hear some music, you know where it is coming from. You know where country it is. So we have to pick these advantages that are music, our local music, our energy, our culture, our dresses, and even our language. It is also important, and we need the government to give some training, to train young people. As he already mentioned, people want to work, but they don't know where to start. They don't know what to do because they are lost. They can even have their certificate, but they can't work. So the government must help them with some training, to open some fair, so we will be able to show to the world what we are selling.
Like the Yampen fair you were talking about earlier.
Fair.
It's a word. It's a Jamyajo.
Jamyajo, yes. Last time I went to Jamyajo as a hostess, and I have seen so many women gaining awards. They won awards. I was very proud of them, and I have seen men who won best farmer about banana cultivation, and women the bean. So I was very proud. They won their crown on their head. So women are very engaged in that way of agriculture. So agriculture and elevation.
Great.
And I will end with, it is easy peasy Japan easy when you are working for your country by helping young people to have trained, by promoting the local aspect, that by the packaging is very important also. Once your package is beautiful, is a sustainable products,
Okay.
you will have a wider audience. So to have a sustainable products is very important, so people will come back to you for your products.
Thank you, Fatimata. To you, Kazikia, what are your final words to young people out there, governments or NGOs?
Thank you, Agustin Biocori. My recommendation will first go to the government. I will call on the government to invest more in local productions and reduce the importation of foreign goods. I want to believe that once we have more local produce, even the younger people will be compelled to purchase and eat our own produce. Because if you stop producing, if you stop importing rice from outside and you're producing your own local rice, definitely you will see people buying the rice because there's no alternative. And in every area, like she talked about music, we should be able to provide subsidy to our musicians, promote them so that they can produce more African music in our various languages and in a way of our culture. So I will also encourage the young people to adjust themselves, to promote African produce, because it is our own, it is our identity. Let us love our own. That's my final word to us.
All right, to you, Ilas.
Yes, I have two things to say. First of all, government. Everyone talked about government because it all comes back to that, and the government needs to invest in its youth, because Africa's chance, Africa's advantage is the youth. All the other continents, they're pretty old. We're youthful, we have the energy, and we need to make use of that youth. So that's the government part. And then for the youth itself, I believe youth influence culture, and then the culture will influence the market. So maybe promote more, make it a part of everything. Make it a part of music, make it a part of video, social media, and then it will influence how people consume. If it becomes cool, quote unquote, to drink mad, even though it's already drink mad, the fruit here in Senegal they sell on the street. If it's cool and you see it everywhere, people will buy it. So yeah, those are my final words.
Okay, you want to add something?
Yeah.
What?
We have some leaders that are helping the young people to change the mindset. Can I name him or not?
A young person?
Yeah, Chonya. He is the owner of Jof Zone, and he is really making our young generation to really be autonomous and to create and to innovate, and also to be in the agriculture, and this is very important. So on January, I might be there for one training, and he just offered me one possibility for me to get in the world that is agriculture, for having the opportunity to produce, and why not to consume what we are producing. So people are really eating what they produce here.
And certainly when you gain that knowledge, you also share with young people.
Yeah, don't worry.
All right. Thank you for coming again today, Fatimata. It was a pleasure.
Thank you too for inviting me.
Thank you, Kazikia, and happy birthday.
Thank you so much.
You celebrate in grand style. And Elias, we know you will come back another time. Thank you for being here today.
Thank you. It's a pleasure.
Well, listeners and viewers, this is where we draw the curtains on the 46th edition of Take the Lead in the year 2025, right here in West Africa, Democracy Radio, broadcasting from Dakar, Senegal. Sincere gratitude to you for listening to us today. And please join us next Friday for another episode of this program. Remember to take the lead in shaping the discourse for the betterment of young people in Africa. My name is Augustine Curley. Goodbye for now.
Hey people, my name is Mello, Afrobeat singer from Guinea, and I love listening to the program Take the Lead on West Africa Democracy Radio.
Hello, my name is Fatou Bintou Souké. I'm the CEO of African Start Shop, and I love listening to your program Take the Lead on West Africa Democracy Radio.